Now, to all the people saying that there's a false narrative that Canelo Alvarez is ducking David Benavidez, I'd like you guys... I'd like to hear what you guys want to say now. After Canelo Alvarez, the quote-unquote pound-for-pound king, rejected the $100 million offer to fight Mr. David Benavidez, to go take a lesser offer. What does that mean? Now, Eddie Hearn offered Dmitry Bivol and Gennady Golovkin for $85 million for Canelo, and he's been mulling this offer for 2 weeks now. I believe it's been 2 weeks. And today he was offered, just 1 hour ago, I didn't even have time to make a proper video for it. He was offered Jermall, Charlo, and David Benavidez for $100 million. That's $15 million extra. That's $50 million per fight. Unlike the other offer. What does Canelo do? The one that does not give half a fuck who he's fighting, just wants to get paid, wants to control his own career, go from one promotion to the other. What did he do? He's immediately rejected the $100 million offer. Why? He didn't reject the Jermall Charlo fight that quick. No. This is a rejection to the David Benavidez fight. Why did Canelo reject the $100 million offer? He does not want to fight an explosive power puncher. He would rather take his chances against Dmitry Bivol, who the most dangerous thing he possesses is not power, he's just very skilled. But he's a little guy, he's smaller than David Benavidez. I know he's a light heavyweight, but Dmitry Bivol is a smaller fighter than David Benavidez. And Gennady Golovkin, it's a walk. He walks through Gennady Golovkin. Just like I believe he walks through Jermall Charlo. They don't possess any type of trouble for him. So the fight really is who does he think is the harder fight, Bivol or Benavidez? And obviously he believes Bivol is the harder fight. Benavidez is the harder fight. Because Bivol, he might be able to outbox Canelo, but he does not have a chance at knocking out Canelo. And he knows he could probably catch up to Bivol. He cannot catch up to Benavidez. He won't hurt Benavidez. Benavidez just walked through Canelo's punches, but Canelo could not walk through Benavidez punches. Anthony Durrell has more raw power than Canelo Alvarez. He knocked out his last opponent out clean cold. I would assume he has more natural power. Anthony Durrell was always a top puncher at super middleweight. He was running for his life against David Benavidez. Go watch that fight. Benavidez was chasing him down. Anthony Durrell was running for his life. He was terrified in that fight. Absolutely terrified. Beat him up and made him quit after 9 rounds. Took his soul. And Canelo does not want his soul taken. No, he doesn't. Canelo Alvarez, the mano a mano, the guy who fights anyone, the throwback fighter, the motherfucker that does everything. What did he do now? He rejected a $100 million offer to face David Benavidez. Wow. Wow. Canelo Alvarez is the type of guy that chooses his challenges. He did not want to unify the middleweight titles when the last title was with Demetrius Andrade. But he unified the super middleweight titles when the last title was Caleb Plant. And I think Caleb Plant himself would say Demetrius Andrade possesses a different challenge than himself. He's a very, very awkward southpaw who's very explosive early. Demetrius Andrade, even though I think Canelo would beat him, in the first 5 rounds he can knock out anybody. I once had a exchange with Johnny Black Al Muhanilai, the guy who Demetrius Andrade is seemingly going to duck. I told him, if you can survive the first 5 rounds against Andrade without taking much damage, you will be the new middleweight champion of the world. But you got to be very wary in those first 5 rounds. Very defensive. He's very explosive. Just stick a jab to him and move. That's it. Do not get into a firefight with him. He is very dangerous in the first 5 rounds. Caleb Plant does not have that danger about him. Caleb Plant does not have that type of power about him. So Canelo Alvarez chose the Canelo fight. And now Canelo Alvarez is going to go again to the guy who has no power. Wow. How the fuck do we know Canelo has a good chin when he's not fighting guys with power? And don't tell me Gennady Golovkin. Do not tell me Gennady Golovkin. Who has Gennady Golovkin stuff that's elite? Get out of here, man. David Benavidez, you can see the explosiveness. It's very quick. You cannot see the punches coming. We haven't seen that from Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin is a very accurate, heavy puncher, but he's not an explosive puncher. Canelo Alvarez, to this day, has not fought an explosive puncher. And the first opportunity for him to fight an explosive puncher, he rejects it. He doesn't even want to talk about it. Less than an hour after receiving the $100 million offer, he says, I'm good. Fuck this shit, man. I'm good. Boy, oh boy. I hope Dmitry Bivol becomes a cherry picking on wrong, because he's picking the fighters he wants to fight. Why not fight David Benavidez? He would be your mandatory. You had no problem fighting Vinny Oldham, and he was your mandatory. Wow. Canelo Alvarez rejects $100 million offer to fight David Benavidez. That should be the storyline. To all the Eddie Hearn haters, Eddie Hearn fans, Eddie Hearn fanboys that drove us crazy about Wilder rejecting the $100 million offer to fight Joshua, I hope you guys have the same energy. I really do. I hope you guys have the same energy towards this. I hope the narrative now is Canelo rejected $100 million offer to fight David Benavidez. I really do. Because if you don't have that if you don't keep that same energy, you're just on the bullshit. Because I critiqued Wilder for rejecting the $100 million offer to fight Joshua, and I'm critiquing Canelo right now. I keep the same energy regarding all fighters. Give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Sadiq Boxing out.